Hey friends, welcome to this class on Chinese fine dining dishes. Chinese dishes में the texture of food is very important. ना बहुत soft और कच्चा नहीं रखना है, पर crisp tender रखना है. So जो flame है उसका बहुत ध्यान रखना है, and the flame is going to depend on the utensils that you use. If it's a very heavy bottom utensil तो आंच तेज रखनी पड़ेगी, और अगर पतला बर्तन है तो naturally आपको थोड़ी सी आंच धीमी रखनी पड़ेगी. Garlic ginger यूज होता है and it has to be very finely chopped. So after you've chopped your garlic, it's a good idea to do this on everything if you want to mince it. तो garlic चॉप करने के बाद एक बड़ी नाइफ से उसको अच्छी तरह से ऐसे मिन्स करें. जिंजर हो, गार्लिक हो, सेलरी हो, everything is very finely chopped. Now, chili paste is an important ingredient for Chinese dishes. You can buy it ready-made also, और घर में भी आप बना सकते हैं. मेरी रेसिपीज जो क्रिएट की हैं मैंने अपने घर में बनाई हुई चिली पेस्ट से करी है. तो मैं घर की बनाई हुई चिली पेस्ट कैसे बनती है, I'll start with that. नाउ चिली पेस्ट बनाने के लिए आप लाल मिर्चें ले लें, ऐसी साबुत लाल मिर्चें. कश्मीरी हो तो कश्मीरी ले लें. इट्स अ गुड आइडिया टू यूज़ हाफ कश्मीरी एंड हाफ दिस. कश्मीरी में हीट कम होती है और रंग ज़्यादा होता है, पर ना मिले तो आप एक ही तरह की भी ले सकते हैं. बहुत ज़्यादा हीट नहीं अच्छी लगती आजकल, तो आप अपनी मिर्ची को दो में करके और इसके बीज सारे निकाल दें, और उसके बाद ये जो इसकी स्टेम एंड है इसको भी फेंक दें, काट दीजिए. तो मिर्चियों को दो में तोड़ के इसको डीसीड कर लें. कुछ बीज अंदर रह जाएंगे, थोड़ी सी हीट तो चाहिए हमें चिली पेस्ट के लिए, तो कुछ बीज रह जाएंगे, पर मोस्ट ऑफ देम यू कैन डिस्कार्ड लाइक दिस. तो ये रेड चिलीज को अब करना क्या है. रेड चिलीज को आपने 3 कप पानी लेना है और उसमें हमने रेड चिलीज को भिगोना है, और भिगोने के बाद इसे उबालना है 10 मिनट. पानी ज़्यादा लेते हैं ताकि वो अच्छे से डूब जाए. तो ये लाल मिर्चियाँ हैं जिसे मैंने 10 मिनट 3 कप पानी में उबाला है, और 1 कप मिर्ची लेके जब मैंने डीसीड कर दी तो वो 1 कप से थोड़ी कम हो गई थी, तो कोई बात नहीं है. तो ये 10 मिनट उबल गई हैं और अब ये ठंडी हो गई हैं. अब इन्हें हमें पीसना है. पीसने से पहले हम इसे छानेंगे. अब पानी तो हमें ज़्यादा लेना पड़ता है क्योंकि अच्छी तरह उबल जाए, पर पीसने के लिए हमें इतना पानी नहीं चाहिए. पीसने के लिए हमें आधा कप पानी चाहिए. तो मैं ये मिर्चियों को इसमें डाल देती हूँ, और साथ में मैं डालती हूँ थोड़ा सा पानी. एंड आई कीप दिस वाटर जितना लगेगा, पहले थोड़ा थोड़ा करके डालो, और अच्छी तरह इसे बिल्कुल हाथ में ऐसे करके देखो कि बिल्कुल स्मूथ हो जाए. तो मैं ये पीसने के लिए अपनी हेल्प को दे रही हूँ, एंड ये पिस के अभी आ जाएगा. अच्छा, पिसने के बाद हमें क्या करना है. अब सिर्फ पीसी हुई नहीं रखनी है, पीसने के बाद इसे हमें थोड़ा सा पकाना भी है, बिकॉज वी वॉन्ट इट टू लास्ट very long, maybe a month, at least 3 weeks, but in the refrigerator. तो ये ऐसी चिली पेस्ट बनेगी. ये देखिए मेरी बनी हुई है, और खूब सारा इसके अंदर आपको तेल भी दिख रहा होगा. तो ये तेल बहुत काम आता है चिली ऑयल गार्निश वगैरह के लिए, चाहे सूप्स हो, सैलड्स हो, किसी पे भी आप इससे गार्निश कर सकते हैं. ये बनी हुई है, मैं आपको फ्रेश बनाना बताती हूँ. तो अब हमें चिली ऑयल चाहिए, तो हमें ऑयल तो ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल करना पड़ेगा. तो मैं आधा कप तेल इसमें डाल रही हूँ. आधा कप तेल डाल के जब तेल गरम हो गया तो इसमें हम डालेंगे और चीज़ें, पर इससे पहले मैं आपको ये चिली पेस्ट दिखा देती हूँ जो पिस के आ गई है, मतलब रॉ चिली पेस्ट. अब हम कुक करेंगे. तो अब इसमें सबसे पहले हम डालेंगे गार्लिक. तेल जब तक गर्म होता है, मैं आपको एक चीज़ और दिखाना चाहती हूँ. फॉर मोर फ्लेवर इन द चिली पेस्ट वी नीड टू ऐड सेलरी. अगर आपको मिल जाए तो डालें, ना मिले तो कोई बात नहीं. सेलरी ऐसे होती है, ऐसे मिलती है, और ये आपने एक इसकी डंडी ले ली, और इसके यहाँ बहुत मिट्टी होती है, तो आपने इसे अच्छी तरह धोना है, नीचे का कुछ हिस्सा हटा देना है। पत्तियां इस्तेमाल नहीं होती हैं, बट पत्तियों को पानी में डाल दीजिए और गार्निश के काम बहुत आती है, बहुत सुंदर लगती हैं, इनकी शेप बहुत अच्छी होती है। अगर आपकी सेलरी मोटी है बहुत, तो फिर थोड़े से बीन्स की तरह धागे निकलेंगे, और अगर आपकी मोटी नहीं है तो आपके ये धागे नहीं निकलेंगे। सेलरी हो, लेमन ग्रास हो, यू वांट ऑल द फ्लेवर टू कम आउट, सो इट्स अ गुड आइडिया कि इसे आप थोड़ा सा अपने मैलेट से या मोटी छुरी से थोड़ा सा इसे ठोक लें, जस्ट गिव इट 2-3 हिट्स। उसके बाद आप इसे पतला पतला करके और फिर इसे बारीक बारीक चॉप कर लें। मैंने आपको मिन्सिंग की बात बताई थी, तो उसमें जैसे आपने ये चॉप कर लिया, अब इसको मिन्स अगर करना है, हमें ज़्यादा बारीक करना है, तो हम कैसे करेंगे? हम इसको ऐसे ऐसे करेंगे। तो ऐसे ही आपने लहसुन को भी करना है, अदरक को भी करना है, अगर आपसे बहुत बारीक नहीं कटती तो। अब ये धुली हुई नहीं है, सो आई वोंट यूज इट। ओके, एवरी स्टॉक यू पील, उसको धोना ज़रूरी है। तेल ज़रा ज़्यादा गर्म हो गया, थोड़ा सा मैं रुकती हूँ। अब तेल में आपने डाला गार्लिक, आधा कप तेल है, 2 चम्मच के करीब गार्लिक है इसमें, और इसमें हम डालेंगे गार्लिक। जब थोड़ा सा रंग बदल लेगा, अभी रंग नहीं बदला इसने, थोड़ा सा रंग बदल ले, गोल्डन नहीं करना आपने, बस रंग बदले गार्लिक, तो इसमें हम डालेंगे ये सेलरी, चॉप्ड सेलरी है, और साथ में ही थोड़ी सी अदरक। जब आप लहसुन अदरक यूज करते हैं तो लहसुन ज्यादा होता है और अदरक थोड़ी कम होती है। अब इसे हम गोल्डन करेंगे, थोड़ा सा क्रिस्प, तो आपके चिली पेस्ट पे वो क्रिस्प लगेगा। ये आपकी जो चिलीज हमने बॉईल करी थी और फिर थोड़े से पानी के साथ पीसी थी, वो ले रहे हैं हम। गार्लिक और जिंजर ने अपना रंग बदल लिया है, थोड़ा सा गोल्डन सा हो गया है, और इसके अंदर अब मैं डाल रही हूँ चिली पेस्ट, जो हमारी उबली हुई मिर्चियाँ हैं, उबाल के हमने पीस ली थी। अब इसमें और क्या चीज़ें डालूंगी? थोड़ी सी टमेटो केचप, एक्चुअली थोड़ी सी तो नहीं है, थोड़ी सी ज़्यादा ही है, 4 चम्मच के करीब मैंने टमेटो केचप ले ली है। और मैं इस्तेमाल कर रही हूँ इसमें स्टॉक क्यूब का, मैंने आपको पहले भी दिखाया है, ये मैगी के ऐसे स्टॉक क्यूब्स आते हैं और इसमें 2 पीसेस होते हैं ऐसे, तो मैं इसका 1 यूज़ कर रही हूँ। This stock gives a very nice flavor। और अब इसको थोड़ी देर पकाना ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि अगर आप नहीं पकाओगे तो फिर ये कच्ची रह जाएगी। तो इसको पका लीजिए 5 मिनट। स्टॉक क्यूब में बहुत नमक होता है, तो ज़्यादा नमक की ज़रूरत नहीं है, पर 1 चुटकी या थोड़ा सा 2 चुटकियाँ के करीब आप नमक, 1/4 टीस्पून के करीब आप सॉल्ट डाल दीजिए और 5 मिनट इसे अच्छी तरह पका लीजिए। चिली पेस्ट तो हमारी हो गई तैयार, ठंडी हो जाएगी तो मैं ऐसे ही किसी खाली जार में डाल के फ्रिज में रख दूंगी। इट्स ऑलवेज बेटर टू यूज़ अ ग्लास जार। ठंडी करने के बाद इसे हम रख देंगे। तो अब आप अपना इसको 5 मिनट पका लीजिएगा एंड वी आर डन विद दिस। ओके, अब नेक्स्ट हम करेंगे सूप। सूप मैं बना रही हूँ एक क्लियर सूप जो लेमन ग्रास एंड बेसिल से फ्लेवर्ड है। अब हम बारी आई है लेमन ग्रास को यूज़ करने की। तो लेमन ग्रास कैसे यूज़ करते हैं? देखो, आजकल हमें पहले था कि सिर्फ थाई में ही लेमन ग्रास यूज़ होता है। आजकल चाइनीज़ में भी बेसिल, लेमन ग्रास, इट्स ऑल फ्यूजन एंड ओरिएंटल कुकिंग। तो मैंने फाइन डाइनिंग रेस्टोरेंट में जो चीज़ें बनती हैं उसके बारे में आपको बता रही हूँ। तो अब हम आए लेमन ग्रास पे। लेमन ग्रास जब खरीदें तो थोड़ा मोटा खरीदें, बहुत पतला सा ना लें। पत्तियाँ अगर ऊपर की हरी हो तो ज़्यादा अच्छा है, पर ना हो तो भी चलेगा। और इसे आप जब लाएं तो ज़रा पानी से धोकर थोड़ा गीला करके और एक टिश्यू में या लपेट कर और एक प्लास्टिक में डाल के इसे रखें तो थोड़े दिन तक ख़राब नहीं होता। वैसे ये थोड़ा सूख भी जाए तो इसका फ्लेवर रहता है। नाउ हाउ डू यू यूज़ लेमन ग्रास? नीचे का जो आपका हिस्सा है 1-1.5 इंच का मोटा, वो तो बेकार होता है, वो ख़राब है। अगेन किसी भी चीज़ का फ्लेवर बाहर लाने के लिए उसे ठोकना बहुत ज़रूरी है। तो ऐसे ठोक कर एंड देन यू कैन कट इट इनटू 2। अगर आपको लेमन ग्रास कटी हुई चाहिए, मुझे तो लेमन ग्रास कटी हुई नहीं चाहिए, मुझे तो सिर्फ लीव्स चाहिए आज, तो मैं इसकी आउटर लीव्स ऐसे निकाल लूँगी। ये 1-2 ऐसे पत्तियां ऊपर की निकाल दीजिए। चलिए, और अब इसको करना क्या है, एक फ्रेग्रेंट स्टॉक बनाना है जो मैंने बनाया हुआ है। इसमें क्या करते हैं, नाउ you have, for this clear soup you need to make a fragrant stock. Now when you make the stock, see what I have added. If you see this, I have added this lemongrass and these basil. Now ये क्या है, और इसमें एक stock cube भी डाला है। Now to make this, what I did, I took 3 cups of water and 3 cups of water के बाद मैंने इसमें I put basil with the stock. Normally when you use basil we just use the leaves. So I put the whole basil along with the stock and these I tied it like this and जो ये लेमन ग्रास का ऊपर का हिस्सा है जो हम खा नहीं सकते, वो इसको मैंने कैंची से काट कर, ये जो इसको धोकर इसको भी ऐसे गांठ बांधकर, और गांठ बांधने के बाद बहुत ज़रूरी क्या है कि इसको थोड़ा सा ब्रूज कर दो। अनलेस यू ब्रूज इट, अनलेस, अब देखो जैसे ही मैंने ऐसे करना शुरू किया, it becomes so fragrant, I can smell it immediately. But if I don't do this, or if I don't do this, the smell doesn't get released. So you need to do this for the flavor to come out. So you tie your lemongrass into a knot, all this, and put the basil leaves along with the stalk in 3 cups of water with 1 stock cube, and you simmer it for about 5-7 minutes till you get a fragrant broth like this. Now this is what you get. I'm going to discard this because this is of no use to me, but I have this water or the broth which I'm going to use. Now I put this back in the saucepan, in the empty saucepan. Now let's put this back. See, it's a nice color and it's very fragrant. Now I need some veggies in this. I'm going to use a Chinese cabbage. This is a Chinese cabbage, and you can just break leaves like this and cut them into, discard this hard portion, cut your leaf into 2, and then for the soup you can cut it into a bite-sized pieces of any green. And if you can't find these leaves, Chinese cabbage, don't use the regular cabbage. I would suggest use spinach. So use spinach leaves and discard the vein of the spinach. Cut the spinach leaves. If you get baby spinach, all the more better. If you don't, then you can just use spinach को, पालक को थोड़े से टुकड़ों में काट के ऐसे. So when you're having soup, you don't want a very big piece coming in your mouth. So it should be all bite-sized. Now I put this back on the fire and I'm going to add my veggies. Now what are the veggies I'm going to add? I have mushrooms, but many of you may not be having mushrooms, so you could substitute it with baby corn. For the mushrooms, you need to just discard the stalk. You don't have to throw it. you can, when you're doing the stock, you can put it at that time. Boiling with the lemongrass and the basil, you can put the mushroom stalks. Okay. Now sometimes the mushrooms become very black. You can peel them with a knife if you feel like, but mine are nice and fresh. Okay. Now you're making a clear soup. You don't want your vegetables to be very, you don't want your vegetables to sink. You want them to float. So a good idea is to cut as thin as possible. The thinner the vegetable, the better, because they'll all float. The thinner the vegetables, the better it is. So 1 or 2 mushrooms. See, one only has given so many slices. I am using baby corns also. So you can, you can just cut the baby corns also into really thin slices. Very thin. Don't keep them thick. And the rest have some juliennes of red bell pepper. You can use a carrot if you like. Now, if you want to use a carrot, you can take out carrot juliennes also. So let's add all these vegetables to the boiling stock, the fragrant broth. So here goes in the Napa cabbage. If you don't have this, you can use spinach leaves. Here goes in some juliennes of red bell pepper, some baby corn, all very thinly sliced, and some mushrooms. Now if you were doing a chicken clear soup, what would you do? What you can do is, if you're doing a chicken clear soup instead of these vegetables, all you have to do is take a chicken breast, cut it into 2. So you butterfly your chicken breast. So you have, this is your chicken breast. Just open it up into 2. Leave one side and cut the other side into fine shreds. Very fine shreds, because you want them to float. And marinate the chicken slices with a little oil, ginger garlic paste, a little salt, pepper, and don't forget a little vinegar or lemon juice, because vinegar or lemon juice will tenderize your chicken. Marinate for about 30 minutes. Take a pan, just saute the chicken to cook it slightly and add it with the vegetables. Now you don't have to add so many vegetables. You could just stick on to 2 vegetables like mushrooms and red bell pepper juliennes. You can forget the Napa cabbage and the baby corns or anything. So just a few vegetables and the chicken goes in at this time. Now this has been boiling for a minute or so, and that's good enough. Now to add taste to it, I'm adding piri piri seasoning, and I'm using Nita Mehta piri piri seasoning. All you have to do is just add about half a teaspoon of piri piri seasoning. And just before you take it out, never add lemon juice too much in advance. Just before you take it out, we can add a little lemon juice. Now let me just check for the salt, because in the broth I had added Maggi ka stock cube. It will take a little salt, just a pinch of it, and a little black pepper. I'm using Nita Mehta black pepper. Okay, now our soup is done, and let me just serve it. But we can also add a few fresh basil leaves before you remove it from fire. Basil leaves को ज़्यादा देर नहीं पकाना. I've switched off the flame. A dash of lemon juice, how you like it, and now we'll just serve it. See, you can see your vegetables floating on the soup, because I've cut them so fine. अगर ये मोटे मोटे काट देते तो फिर इसके वेजिटेबल्स आपको ऊपर नहीं दिखते. ये सारे वेजिटेबल्स आपके ऊपर हैं. And just a drop of, few drops of the chili oil that I told you, and that's it. So we are done with our lovely kaffir, lime leaf, lemongrass and basil soup with a few shreds of vegetables in it. Now next we'll be doing a starter which is tamarind and black bean coated potatoes. So let's start with that. Now take baby potatoes. Now let me show you all what I've used. I've said black bean and tamarind. So these are the fermented black beans that you get, the dry black bean. You can make your chicken black bean sauce, you can use it there. You can make your vegetables in black bean sauce and you can use these black beans. They have a very nice umami taste. And all you have to write on Amazon or on our site is, preserved and salted whole black beans. This is what it is. Okay. Now let's start with the black beans and tamarind coated potatoes. Let me start, and as we go along I'll explain. Okay, so I take a little oil, about 2 tablespoons of oil, and I'm going to add more of garlic and a little less of ginger. Let the oil get hot and we add our ginger and garlic. Now once the ginger and garlic changes its color, I'm going to add some lemongrass. I'm going to add some lemon leaves. Now how do you use these lemon leaves? These are the lemon leaves and I've chopped them like this. These lemon leaves, you have to remove the vein. The center vein has to be removed. इसकी ये जो vein है, इसको हटाना है आपने. तो ये वेन को हम हटा देंगे और फिर इसको बारीक काट लेंगे. What you can do is, after cutting all of them, you can collect all of them together and then roll them like this and then chop them. That's how you do. Okay. So now our garlic and ginger is done. And black beans, what do you do? Just take your black beans like this and chop them. So I already have some chopped black beans and some lime leaves. Now I'm adding the lime leaves, kaffir lime leaves. Okay. Now after this is done, I'm going to add the potatoes. Now see what have I done to the potatoes. Now I'm adding potatoes which have been boiled. They were too big. I've cut them into 2. I've boiled and cut the potatoes. Now how did I boil the potatoes? When I boiled the potatoes, I put water obviously in a cooker with the potatoes. I put a little haldi and salt and brought it to a whistle and then just half a minute and switched it off. The potatoes that were big, I cut them into 2. So our potatoes have been boiled, peeled, boiled in salted haldi water and peeled, and now being sauteed with the black beans and the kaffir lime leaves along with the ginger and garlic. After this is done, the potatoes have been sauteed for a while. I am going to add a tamarind paste. Now the tamarind paste, I took a tamarind like this, about a lemon sized ball, and let me put this. But before, let me tell you how I boiled this. तो tamarind को थोड़ा सौटे कर लो. Tamarind को, imli को I washed the imli and put it in a pan with about 3/4 to 1 cup of water. I added some fennel seeds for flavor and I added some gur or jaggery powder to it and a little ginger powder to it and boiled with a little salt and boiled it for a while and then strained it and got this tamarind pulp. I'm going to add a little corn flour to this before I add this to the potatoes. I won't add the whole thing. I'll just see कितना खट्टा आपको अच्छा लगता है, उस हिसाब से आप डाल सकते हो। उसके बाद आप इसमें थोड़ी सी हनी डालोगे, खट्टा मीठा अच्छा लगता है। Some chopped coriander and a few basil leaves, just torn. And let's taste this and see how it tastes. Very nice, and it can take the leftover imli. So I'll add this. It needs a little salt and a little Meeta Mehta pepper. Okay. Now we are done with this. And how do we garnish this? We are going to use some glass noodles to garnish, and I'll show you how to fry them. Let the oil get heated and I'll show you how to fry them. Now, how do we serve this? I have some noodles already fried. You can use that. You can just, on a toothpick, you can put this basil and all and just lay them like this. So, एक आलू लगा लो और एक basil लगा दो. Okay, now let's see if the oil is hot. Not hot yet. It's all right. Put it. These are glass noodles, and you can cut them into smaller. You know, you can't break them. You need to cut them. So I've already cut them into smaller pieces. This should be enough. See how nice they become. कच्चे तो नहीं है, थोड़े से और होंगे. You know, you go to these Chinese restaurants and you see these big vessels full of glass noodles. They look really pretty. Just put them on a side. You don't have to put them everywhere. Just put them on a side. So our potatoes with basil are ready to go. You can just serve them with some glass noodles. Even if you can even crush some and put on your potatoes if you like. They taste very nice if you just crush and put on your potatoes. So we are done with this. Now next we'll do a kung pao cottage cheese with scallions. So for that, so first of all, we take paneer and this is our paneer. And I'm going to cut it this way. Cut the paneer lengthwise into blocks like this, and then you can just cut into triangles. Now I have this paneer and I'm going to put a little chili paste on it. Kung pao is nice and spicy. What is the difference between kung pao and chili paneer, or kung pao chicken or chili chicken? They are almost similar, but the kung pao has a nice flavor of peanuts. So see, we've nicely coated our chili paste on the paneer, and now this is corn flour. In goes a little corn flour. Just take 2 to 3 tablespoons and toss around and see how much you need. Actually इसको हाथ से करना चाहिए थोड़ा सा. And let's fry it now. So we'll fry the paneer. It's lightly coated with corn flour, not too much of corn flour. And chili paste can be your choice, how much ever you need it. Okay. Now, after this, what all do we need for this? A little ginger garlic, a few red chilies and some peanuts, some spring onions, the greens cut into 1-inch pieces and the whites cut chopped or round slices. And we have some onions diced, capsicums, colored capsicums diced for this. Not too many ingredients, but what is important is the kung pao sauce that I have made, which I'll tell you as we go along. Okay, now we'll do the kung pao cottage cheese. We start with a little oil and again ginger and garlic will go in first. You can just break these chilies, or you can cut these chilies into two, slice them into two like this. Just remove this hard stem. Should we add the chilies or the garlic? The garlic will go in first because we want to flavor the oil with garlic and ginger. So when you are adding garlic and ginger, as I told you, the garlic quantity is more and the ginger is less. Let the garlic just wait for it for about 30 seconds before you add the ginger to it. Now I'm adding the ginger. Again, wait for 30 seconds for it to get fragrant. Then goes in the red chilies. And if we had added the red chilies at the beginning, they would turn black. काली हो जाती है, तो थोड़ा सा बाद में. Some peanuts for the top and some just now. And what have I done to the peanuts? I've just not crushed them, split the roasted peanuts into two by using a बेलन. एक बेलन से peanuts को थोड़ा सा तोड़ दिया है. तो आधे peanuts मैंने roasted इसमें डाल दिए हैं. बस अब इसके बाद हमारा पनीर जाता है और पनीर से पहले सब्जियां जाएंगी. तो थोड़े से पीनट्स. अब सब्जियों में क्या है आप देख रहे हो, प्याज, कैप्सिकम और ये जो व्हाइट पार्ट ऑफ ग्रीन अनियंस है ये भी अभी जाएगा. अच्छा, अब इसको हम थोड़ी देर भूनेंगे. अब ये मैंने एक सॉस बनाई है. इसमें मैंने क्या क्या यूज किया है? मैंने इसमें यूज किया है ऑयस्टर सॉस, वेजिटेरियन ऑयस्टर सॉस. तो ये वाली मशरूम्स की होती है, गिव्स अ नाइस उमामी फ्लेवर. तो ये वाली सॉस आप ऑयस्टर 1 चम्मच, 1 चम्मच आप लाइट सोया सॉस, which is I prefer Lee Kum Kee brand, so I've used this, and 1 चम्मच टोमेटो केचप. सो ये सारी चीज़ें बराबर की इसमें मैंने डाल के रखी हुई है, so that we can finish the class on time. एंड इसमें हमारा जाएगा, और क्या जाएगा, थोड़ी सी चिली पेस्ट. तो इसमें हम डालेंगे थोड़ी सी चिली पेस्ट, जैसे आपको पसंद है. छोटे बच्चे हैं तो कम डाल लीजिए. अब जब ये कैप्सिकम और अनियंस को थोड़ी देर हो गई है तो इसमें थोड़ा सा पानी डाल दो. थोड़ी सी, ये बहुत खड़ी खड़ी अच्छी नहीं लगती, थोड़ी सी सॉफ्ट हो जाती है. और इसमें जो है, जो सॉस मिक्स था, इसमें भी हम थोड़ा पानी डाल देते हैं. मैंने 1 कप लिखा है, मैं ज़रा सा देख लेती हूँ, थोड़ा सा कम डाल के देखती हूँ. इफ आई नीड, इफ यू लाइक See, sometimes you like it very saucy, sometimes you like it less sauce. So let's add a little less water and see. And a little corn flour will go in, half a teaspoon, and 1 stock cube. तो पानी डाल के इसको सुखा दो पानी को, पर पानी डालो जरूर थोड़ा सा, तो थोड़े से पक जाते हैं ठीक से जो आपके अनियंस एंड कैप्सिकम्स हैं। चलिए, अब ये भी हो गया, सॉस तैयार है आपकी। अब इसमें अपना पनीर डाल दो आप, जो फ्राइड पनीर था, और पनीर तो हमारा ऑलरेडी तैयार है। सो ऑल वी हैव टू डू इज टू ऐड दिस सॉस। ये देखिए जो क्यूब है इसको थोड़ा क्रश करके डाल दीजिए। चलिए इसको मिला लो। So our kung pao is almost done, but we have to add a few peanuts towards the end, and the scallions. What is scallions? Scallions is just another Western name for green onions. You can call it green onions, you can call it spring onions, you can call it scallions, whatever you feel like. So what do you feel? See, if I don't have if I just have one dish and I don't want to make it very dry, I can add a little water, but that is why I have written 1 cup water, but you could just hold on to the water and reduce the water, because I feel now 3/4 cup of water is enough. ज़्यादा पानी की भी ज़रूरत नहीं है। बस ये बन गया आपका kung pao. We haven't added the salt, but we've added the stock cube, so I can't add the salt without tasting. Now I have to just add a little black pepper. I'm using Nita Mehta black pepper. We have a lot of seasonings like peri peri, oregano. We have garlic bread seasonings and many other seasonings. We have our masalas like pav bhaji masala, paneer masala. Do look up cookflix.in or nitamehta.com for the variety that we have. You will not regret buying Nita Mehta spices, and you can order them from Amazon too. Salt की ज़रूरत नहीं है because the stock cube is there. The alternative is if you don't have the stock cube, you can use your मैगी के साथ जो नूडल्स के साथ मसाला आता है वो थोड़ा सा डाल लो, not the same quantity, थोड़ा सा कम. So now I am adding the scallions or the green onions and we are done with it. I am going to just top it later with this. And टेस्ट करने पे अगर आपको लगे थोड़ा सा केचप डालना है या थोड़ी सी मिर्ची कम लग रही है तो थोड़ा सा ऐसे ऊपर से भी आप स्पाइसेस या सॉसेस डाल सकते हो. So this is ready. Now the next that we go to is just add these two also towards the end, the red chilies. Now just a few peanuts on top. And our kung pao paneer is ready. Cottage cheese kung pao style with scallions is ready to go. Did you see how interestingly I cut the paneer in triangles? It makes a lot of difference to the dish. Now the next dish is we are doing noodles. Now how do you do your Shanghai burnt garlic noodles? Now how do you burn your garlic? You don't have to burn it and ruin it, but you have to make it nice and crunchy with a nice well fried flavor. So what you need to do is you chop your garlic, and you can do it extra and keep the rest left over in a small box. So just chop your garlic and add a little corn flour to it and mix it up well nicely. Now you need a soup strainer through which your garlic doesn't go off, and you need enough oil in your kadhai so that it dips, the garlic dips in the hot oil. Now let's see if the oil is done. The oil is not done yet. Okay, so the oil is not done and we'll just wait for the oil, but I'm going to put my garlic like this and put it in the oil and fry it. So till this is done. Oil अभी गर्म नहीं है. We'll wait for a while. Okay, let me tell you about the noodles. When you boil your noodles, normally we refresh it. Don't refresh it. रिफ्रेश करने से वो जल्दी ख़राब हो जाते हैं. जैसे अगर आपके नूडल्स बच गए हैं और कंज्यूम नहीं हुए या आपने छौंके नहीं, सो वो ख़राब हो जाते हैं. सो व्हाट यू डू इज़, and don't you see the lovely yellow color? They look very nice. The yellow color is because of the haldi that we added in the water. So how do you boil these noodles, and what noodles do you use? I've used these regular noodles जो सब्जी वालों के पास मिलता है, these fresh noodles, and जैसे I've bought them today and I don't want to use them. ये noodles को आप freezer में भी 5-6 दिन रख सकते हो without boiling. Like this only packet goes in the freezer. And see, now we've started boiling, started frying the noodle, the garlic, and just have a spoon in your hand and keep doing this so that garlic थोड़ा हिलता रहे और ये ना हो कि बहुत ज़्यादा एक तरफ से लाल हो जाए, और अच्छी तरह से it should get browned evenly. So this is the noodles that I have used. You can buy any thick quality noodles because you want a little chewy texture. You don't want those fine noodles. Now how to boil the noodles, that is most important. Put a pan full of water, खुला पानी, add a little haldi and salt. Salt should be generous, haldi should be less. Add the noodles to the boiling water. Once the water gets boiled properly, add the noodles. But before you add the noodles, open them up. And even when they go into the water, just don't leave them. Keep opening the noodles. Now, after the noodles have been boiled, then what you do is put them in the strainer. Take a big strainer, put a tablespoon of oil and leave them there for about 10 minutes, 5 minutes to extra water to drain off. Then transfer them to a tray like this to cool. And with a fork, just keep lifting them because they are hot, you can't touch with your hands. And in case you want, you can put a little more oil, and once they cool down, you can just lift them like this when they are comfortable to touch till they cool down completely. And if you are not ready to use, you can just put them in a box and refrigerate for a day and then use them the next day. Like these have been boiled yesterday and I'm going to use them today. I had put them in a box, but I've spread them out for you now. Okay, see, our garlic is getting done, but it's still not done. It has still a long way to go. It has to be burnt. So our noodles are done. Now in the noodles, what are the vegetables that we are going to use? I have used bok choy also in this. Now let me tell you how to use bok choy. This is bok choy, and you have to open this, wash the leaves very nicely because there's dust here. Then all you have to do is remove this goes off, and just cut it into two from the center. So you have, now if you're using spinach, keep a little stem with it. The garlic has started changing color, so I won't use this because this is not washed. Okay, the other things that I'm using are some juliennes of carrot. Whenever you need to make carrot juliennes, it's a good idea to first slice the carrot and then cut it into juliennes. Some Napa cabbage, I've showed you how to cut them into these pieces like this. Now if you don't have these things here, you can use the regular cabbage also, but you should just shred it finely if you are using the regular cabbage. Napa cabbage has a different texture, so we can use this. Now these noodles don't have much things. They just have a little light soya sauce. If you don't have light soya sauce, वैसे क्यों नहीं होगी, it's very easily available, just in case you are over with it. Use very little dark soya sauce. These days people don't like a dark color to the noodles. So add a little chili paste and a little stock cube. You can also add Maggi taste maker if you like, the one that you get with your noodles. I'm going to crush this and keep because it's important to crush this. Our garlic is almost done and I'm going to start with the noodles. I've crushed this and हो गया. You could do it a little more, but we are running out of time, so उठा लो. So this is the way the garlic is done, and all you have to do is once it's done, you take it out on a tissue, and you can just keep it, store it in an airtight box, and don't have to refrigerate it. Don't refrigerate it. It will stay outside only. Now let's start with the noodles. In goes a little oil. The bigger the wok or the bigger the kadhai, the better it is. Okay. We start with a little garlic. Okay. Now once the garlic changes color, we'll add our veggies. The scallions will go in the end, and we'll add all our veggies. In goes in napa cabbage, some carrot juliens or red pepper. I've used both to give you an idea. You should just see that you have a little red color, a little bright green. So if you don't have this, you can use spinach. A quick salad before we start with the stir fry, till these are being done. Now in this salad, it's just carrots have been cut, like flowers. Now how do I cut the carrot like flowers? Take a carrot, let me cut it half, and make grooves. And just make grooves like this all around. Tilt the knife to take out the groove. Just tilt your knife. So you get these grooves and then cut it into slices. Let me cut them into thick slices so that you can see. So you have these flowers. So these are the flowers which I have used in my salad. And for the juliens, all you have to do is cut it into slices and then cut the slices into juliens. Okay. Now our vegetables are almost done. Okay, let me do the salad in the meanwhile. Now what I did for the salad was, I just cut the onions and the kheera, the cucumber, and I used not the basic cucumber, the Chinese cucumber, which the peel is edible, this one. Cut it into slices, cut the carrot into slices, and now see, we are finishing with the noodles. The vegetables have been done and we are going to add the noodles. And on the noodles we add some light soya sauce and a little chili paste and a little stock cube. Just crush the stock cube. Now back to the salad. I've cut the kheera and the carrot and put half a teaspoon of salt and kept it for about 15 minutes or longer. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just take this out. In a serving bowl. And I've made a kimchi sauce, which is a little chili paste and a little tomato ketchup. In goes a little lemon juice and honey and a little grated garlic. So our sauce is kimchi sauce is ready. The noodles are looking really nice and we can dish them out now. One thing we had to add, we are doing Shanghai burnt garlic. So how can we forget the burnt garlic? Some goes inside and some is used on the top. Done. So this is the salad that we've done. And a little black and white sesame seeds on top. This nice khata meetha salad. So the salad is also done. And our noodles are also done. And just top the noodles with some more burnt garlic or fried garlic. And so our noodles are done and our salad is also done. Now the last thing that we do is we are going to do a teriyaki stir fry. Now for stir fry, I have blanched most of the vegetables, but bok choy and spinach. See, spinach, this time I've kept the spinach also to show to you. Here I have these spinach leaves which are with a little stalk. These are not blanched. The rest is all blanched. So let me show you how I've cut these vegetables. This is zucchini. I've used a yellow zucchini. Now just take the sides so that you want the color. You don't want the seedy portion. And you can just cut them into triangles like this. So our zucchini is done like this. I won't use this because I haven't blanched it. So only after it's blanched we can use it. Okay. Now the baby corns have been cut into 4 lengthwise like this. Beans have been cut into 2-inch pieces like this. And we have broccoli florets. Mushrooms have been halved. So everything is very simple. Everything is written very clearly in your PDF. Ginger and garlic going in. First the garlic for a few seconds. And then goes in the ginger. And once they turn a little golden, I'm going to add the vegetables which have not been blanched. So what are those? The spinach leaves and the bok choy leaves which have been halved. I'm adding those first. And when you blanch these vegetables, remember to boil your water with a little salt and sugar. That adds taste to the vegetables. Put the vegetables in the boiling water once it boils again. And when you boil, it's a good idea to add the hard vegetables first. So we added, as the water boiled, we added the beans first, then the baby corns, then the mushrooms, and lastly the bok choy and the zucchini, which takes the least heat. So we did that. Now these have wilted. Just squeeze this a little and you can always refresh them in water. It's a good idea to squeeze them and add. So I've sauteed the greens first and then the leafy greens and then I'm adding the blanched vegetables. Okay. Now what is teriyaki? Teriyaki sauce is nothing but a sweetened soya sauce with a ginger and garlic flavor. So in this I'll be adding a sauce. So here I have this light soya sauce to which I am adding Nita Mehta ginger powder. half a teaspoon of this, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a little honey, a little vinegar, preferably rice vinegar is the vinegar that you use in Chinese cooking. It imparts a nice flavor, but if you don't have it, any white vinegar will do. A little vinegar, I'm adding less just to see how much I need. I can always add later. And a little sesame seeds in this only. And a little corn flour. Hogi sabji. Now the vegetables have been done. Now suppose you are not ready to serve. इसको करके रख लो, इसको बना के रख लो अलग से. When you want to serve, but इसको सुबह नहीं बनाना अगर शाम को serve करना है. If you want to serve it at 9 o'clock, you can make it at 6:37 before you get dressed. Saute it and just keep this like this. And now you add the sauce to it. And of course, ज़्यादा salt की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, पर थोड़ी सी salt देख लेते हैं. A little black pepper powder will go. And let me just taste. एक कांटा दे दीजिए. Let me just taste the vegetable to see. Salt is no need because the soya sauce has salt. So this is done, and you can top this with sushi ginger. Now this is sushi ginger ready made. How to make it, I'll tell you. Done. And just if the slice is too big, you can always cut it into smaller slices. So the sushi ginger looks very beautiful, and if you like, you can top with some more sesame seeds. But if you have the salad also with sesame seeds, I think we should emphasize on the sushi ginger. Now how do you make this sushi ginger? You take ginger, like I've done this for you, and using a mandolin, which is a potato slicer. If you have this, just slice your ginger on this and put it in water with some vinegar for a while. See, I put it last night with vinegar and it has automatically turned pink if it is kept in anything khatta with water. So this, now what I do is, I just boil some water after this vinegar. See, it's best to buy new ginger, but if you don't have new ginger, then this vinegar also helps in making it a little pink. And if this doesn't help, you can add a slice of beetroot too. So just boil water with a little beetroot, salt and sugar. When the water comes to a boil, add the ginger and boil for a second or switch off the flame and add the vinegar. Again, rice vinegar is preferred, but you can use the regular vinegar and store it. It will turn pink on keeping. So now we are done with this class. On the 12th, I have a dim sum class which I am going to do. It has very authentic coating, that translucent cover with very nice cream cheese filling and exotic veggies filling. So different types, you will see the video and you will come to know.